Good afternoon, everyone. Today is 25th February 2022. Welcome to Sky News. I am Jaffar, reporting you from Delhi. Let's start off with a look at your headlines for this afternoon. Stones thrown out, JNU students watching BBC series on PM Modi inside campus. China records nearly 13,000 COVID deaths in hospitals over last week. India versus New Zealand third ODI. India complete clean sweep against New Zealand, take top spot on their ranking. Sa-adiya Da-awa College Students Cultural Fest. Now your news in details. Students thrown at JNU students watching BBC series on PM Modi inside campus. Students had planned to get ahead with the screening of BBC documentary on PM Modi despite the disapproval of administration. SFI President Is Ghosh later alleged that the administration was responsible for the blackout. New Delhi, the plans of section of Jawaharlal Nehru University students to screen BBC documentary on Prime Minister Narendra Modi this evening ran into trouble as both internet and electricity went at the Students' Union office. Students watched the documentary and other cell phones and laptops. Evening ended with protest march by the Students' Union. The screening of the documentary was set to begin at 9 p.m. and the students had planned to go ahead. The JNU administration had refused to give permission for screening, which India has blocked from online sharing. The university administration declared disciplinary action would be taken if documentary is screened off. China records nearly 13,000 COVID deaths in hospitals over last week. China COVID case, the work earlier said nearly 16,000 people had died with COVID as of January 12. But there has been our officials data since Beijing abruptly accepted antivirus. The China reported nearly 13,000 COVID-related deaths in hospitals between January 13 and 19, after a top health official said that the vast majority of population has already been affected in virus. China a week earlier said nearly 60,000 people had died with COVID in hospitals as of January 12, but there has been widespread skepticism over official dates since Beijing abruptly axed antivirus controls last month. For the further details, I am going to connect with our correspondent, Mr. Wakas. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me, Wakas?
Yes, I can hear you.
Wakas, could you give the latest updates on COVID in China, Beijing?
Sir, I am with my cameraman, Sky News. So now situation here, China's Center for Disease Control and Prevention said in a statement on Saturday that 681 hospitalized patients had died for respiratory failure caused by coronavirus infection, and 11,977 died of other diseases combined with an infection over the period. The figures do not include those who died from the virus at home. Airfinity, an independent forecasting firm, has estimated daily COVID deaths in China will peak around 36,000 over the lunar year holiday. The firm also estimated that more than 6 lakh people have died from the disease since China abandoned the zero COVID policy in December. Tens of millions of people had traveled across the country in recent days for long-awaited reunions with families to mark the biggest holiday in the lunar calendar that fell on Sunday, raising fears of fresh outbreaks. But a top health official said China will not experience a second wave of COVID infections in the next 2 or 3 months after millions returns to village to mark the Lunar New Year, because nearly 80% of the population has already been infected by the virus. Although a large number of people traveling during the Spring Festival may promote the spread of the epidemic to a certain extent, the current wave of epidemic has already infected about 80% of the people in the country. Wu Zunyu, chief epidemiologist at the China Center for Disease Control and Prevention, said in post China's Twitter-like Weibo platform on Saturday.
Thank you, Wakas, for giving these updates. India versus New Zealand 3D ODI. India complete clean sweep against New Zealand, takes spot in one-day rankings. India versus New Zealand. Rohit Sharma scored his first ODI 100 in 3 years, while Shubham Gill continued his domination with another sublime turn as India completed a clean sweep with 90-run win over New Zealand in the third match indoor on Tuesday. Rohit Sharma scored his first ODI 100 in 3 years, while Shubham Gill continued his domination with another sublime ton, as India completed a clean sweep with a 90-run win over the New Zealand in third match in Indore on Tuesday. Batters from the side it up to dead rubber 680 runs were scored at the Holka Stadium. Got their 3-figure mark for the first time since January 2020, while Gill scored his 4th ODI 100 to take India to 385 for 9. Esperanza Students Cultural Fest was organized on 24-25 January 2023. The program was inaugurated by Ustad Muhammad Ali Saqafi, welcomed chief guest and others by Financial Secretary Jawad Zelambari. Some particular speakers spoke on occasion regarding importance of the day. The inauguration ceremony ended with oath of thanks by Amir Ajawara. The Students Cultural Fest. For more information on Esperanza Students Cultural Fest, I am going to connect with our reporters, Mr. Yamin. Can you hear me?
Yes, Jaffar, I can hear you.
Can you tell about the interest aspects of this cultural fest?
Yes, Jaffar. Esperanza 2K23 is going on amazingly. 145 programs are conducted here, and approximately 171 students are participating in this program. And these students are managed by 3 groups: Wadi Salama, Wadi Huda, Wadi Toiba, under the great leadership of Aziz Delambadi, Abdul Rahman, and Mansoor Palapadi, respectively. These groups are moving competitively. Today is the last day of Students' Cultural Fest. I am Ahmed Yamin with cameraman Talhat from Sky News.
Thank you, Yamin, for giving further details. This concludes news for this afternoon. Signing off. Take care and stay safe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.